My bad, gang. I was muted. My fault. My fault. My fault. Greetings and salutations. I hope everyone is doing well. I my bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. I'm back. I'm here. Y'all can hear me now. I could see the volume spiking. That's my fault. Hope y'all are good. I wasn't home all week. I was at my girl's house, so her internet was not working very well, and my dumbass forgot my camera, so I couldn't live react yesterday. But I'm home now, so I can do that today. So Niva is an indie game created by the creators of Gris, um, which I typed there, which is about a 4 hour game about like I think it's the stages of loss and acceptance and all that stuff. It was really fun, very artistic. Niva is the continue is like the next game that company made. It's supposed to be about 4 hours. So it should take me about six to complete. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna play the entire game on stream tomorrow because tomorrow I plan to play, and I'm gearing up to take my 2 week break where I don't I upload, but like I stockpile the videos in advance. In addition to I don't really stream that. I only stream on my Christmas break, so I'm gonna be like out of it. So I'm gearing up for that. But I also want to make sure that before I do that, I do a 7 day in a row, 7 streams in a row, which I'm gonna try to do maybe next week or the week after. But I want to play Neva on stream because I just want to play more games on stream, and I've been doing that. I've played Dave the Diver recently, Coffee Talk, and some other things. But I want to game more on here, so that should be fun. But today we're here for One Piece 1167. I didn't do 1168. I didn't do 1167 last week because I wasn't around. What's up, Lizard? And I spoke about it in a general stream where I was talking about Tower of God, Kubera, and One Piece, where I was playing Dave the Diver. That's on my archive channel if you want to watch that or listen to it. So let's hop into it. Next week, so it's perfect for the One Piece podcast. You want to do it? We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. What's up, Bao? All right. Without further ado, let's start reading. So 1168, Elbaph Snow. We see, I almost called them takoyaki. Hachi with some really, really dark black ass sheeps giving him gloves. Nice. I like these little fun cover pages. Okay. So 15 years ago, that same year all over the world, Harold's efforts are paying off, but those giant marines are really doing a good job. They're so reliable. I always thought they looked scary, but now I wouldn't mind meeting one. He said D. Can't you get us stocked up again? Elbaph seafood is super popular now, you know. I bet it is. Yo, this guy looks... Why is this guy's face so funny to me? Why he look like that? He just looks like he has... You ever see a nigga who's like face, he's up to no good? This nigga tipping his hat. He looks like he hasn't done a single good deed in his life. I bet it is. I bet you're a bad guy. I don't trust him. Why he look like that? I don't know. Sorry. Anyways. There is a high quality Elbaph cedar. It's rare and tricky. It's a rare and tricky item to import. I'll take it already. Elbaph, New World, Herald. When we finally become a member nation, I think we should build sightseeing ships so our people can freely visit all of our allies. Ads hit, so I might see a reaction to the OP podcast next week. Oh, I said we'll do it. I'm down. Next Thursday. We'll do it next Thursday. You and Pat give me a topic. If Nelly wants to slide, give me a topic, and I'll make one. I'll tell Haku and Griever, and we'll have a big final, 4-hour discussion. That's the Umit dealer from the underground. Is it actually? By the way, we doing someone's universe discussion? Yes. I'm going to hit you up, and don't let me forget. Hit me up just in case. But yes, me, you, Glam. Townsy, I think, is going through stuff, so he might not be around. So it might just be us three. But yeah, I'll see who's caught up to someone's universe. But yeah, absolutely, we're doing it. I got a mouthful. I actually even have notes. I have notes. You can try Carter. Yes, give me Carter. Carter is Sen still? Is Sen? I thought was Sen reading it? Is he caught up? But yeah, gather whoever's down. And I was thinking of doing it either on Monday or Tuesday. So if that works for you guys, let me know. If not, let's try Wednesday. Let's try Wednesday. So yeah, let me know. Send us caught up or close to being caught up. All right, I'll holler at him too. Don't let me forget though. I will forget and then try to do it all the day of. So our people can freely visit all of our allies. We're actually a rare minority from the perspective of the outside world, but there are many nations out there with a variety of races coexisting. This is thanks to a culture of mutual respect. Let's join the larger world, make new friends, and grow in knowledge together. That sounds great. We're one step away from it. Our future's never been brighter. Yeah, let's ditch this warrior crap. That guy does not want to fight. Yo, what's up? What's up? You got me? All right, yeah. I'll make it happen, Ida. Walrus. Oh, I'll make it happen, Ida. She's dead. Damn it. Walrus school. I could just tell. I just know she's dead. Fuck, man. Ah, this is all thanks to you, Saul. Better sharp kids than sharp blades, huh? Did he? But ain't you afraid you lost something here, Harold? I don't believe that military power is what makes a country strong anymore. I understand his way of thinking. I'm trying to give him. I'm trying to be nuanced here. I don't like this guy, and I think he's twerking like Odin. I don't like him, but let me be nuanced and let me be fair here. I understand what he's saying, but that doesn't mean you should weaken your overall military might. What you should do is still train to be warriors, train them to be strong and powerful, but don't train them to be violent. Don't train them to lash out at smaller people or other races. Let them consolidate your strength, make them strong, and use it to defend the country or when you need it, or as you've been doing, send them to the Marines where they can do some good and save other people. Like there's a middle ground. You know what it reminds me of? It's like Gohan. I know people have many different opinions on Gohan, but I've always felt that even if Gohan was a scholar, he should have still trained in case he needed to protect Videl, Pan, or the Earth in case Vegeta or Goku isn't there. Like, there's a middle ground. He didn't have to become completely inept and only studying. He should have still worked out and trained. And think about it as a regular person. Like, I'm a CEO or I'm a data analysis, or I work in a cubicle. I work my job. I go to the gym, or I go to the gym, and then I work my job. So I can still stay physically strong, but I'm still doing my work. And there's a middle ground here that Harold's not seeing. The strength isn't the problem, it's the use of the strength, precisely. He's definitely twerking like Odin, but at least it's productive twerking. Odin wasn't doing shit for twerking. That's facts. Ain't no way they off-screened my queen, bro. You off-screened her? No! Ida! Should have been Harold, not her. Rest in peace to a real one. Rest in peace to Mama. I need a moment of silence. No, not my queen, bro. Not my queen. Not like this. Rest in peace, Queen. Ida really a top two giant. I'm putting her right after Loki. I know I'm Glazer Loki. I don't give a fuck. Last chapter, he moved me. He held that nigga and said, "Hold on. I remember my birth mother. The moment I was born, she threw me into the realm of the dead and didn't want anything to do with me. I hate all of you. I don't give a fuck that you share her blood. Whoop-de-whoop. Don't you tell me Ida's about to die, because that's the only mother I've ever known." And he went on a rampage. I knew Loki wasn't that bad. He's got crash out in him. I'm not saying he's perfect, but I knew he was never as bad as they were making him out to be. Loki, it's up to you, yo. You're the hope of the ancient giants. You gotta make up for all the bum assery Harold's been doing. I believe in you, my brother. My birth mother hit a step back with me. you, you are wrong for that. It's because of Ida. She taught me everything. Meeting her was the greatest blessing of my life. Oh, okay, we get to see her a little bit. I'm not even Catholic. I don't know why I do this. I'm not Catholic. Hey, Harold, Elbaph really has changed a lot. When I first came here, there was tons of internal conflict. It was scary. But you've changed everything. Now children can laugh and study instead. It's like a totally different country. The old customs, our backward traditions, all of those bad practices were from the warrior era. Oh, wait, sorry. All of those bad practices from the warrior era will be thrown away. Oh, but I kind of like the whole warrior's pride part. It's really cool. You should cherish your culture. Don't you get it, Ida? It's that very culture that's kept us from marrying. I can't accept it. She went, you always said you wanted to make me your legal wife. That really is the sweetest thing. You're so cute. What about Loki? He'll always be Hardin's kid brother, won't he? In my heart, I've always thought of him like that. Feelings like that keep my heart full. It's what kept me going all this time. But don't worry, it's okay. You're everyone's King Harold. I'm gonna cry, bro. I'm finna cry. I really like her. I'm holding my tears. Give me a second. I'm manning up. Testosterone! Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not okay. I'm a fucking mess. Even Ida realized Harold went too far. Yeah. I love Ida, man. I do too, yo. I do too. And you're almost there, right? That's right. It won't be long. Soon we'll be connected with the whole world. Our world will be tens of thousands of times bigger, and then we can go traveling together. We see an old picture of them when they were like the old days, just like the old days. That sounds amazing. I'm looking forward to it. He holds her hand. It's over. It's over, gang. It's over. Warida. She has left this mortal plane. Damn. Damn, they poisoned her too. Bitch ass niggas. I hope Loki murdered all of them. My heart broke, man. This older guy's got something against mothers. I think one of the jokes the community makes that I've always agreed with is the most dangerous thing to be in One Piece is a mother in a flashback or a mother in a backstory. You're going to die. You're not seeing the end, bro. Another reason Harold is ass was willing to change everything, but was insistent on following the old traditions and convincing the elders instead of just changing it like he did with the other parts of the culture. I mean, for marrying Ida. I'm with you. I'm with you. Why not just fuck that? You're the king. You're already, I don't say stomping on tradition, but you're changing it slowly. So just change that rule. Who's gonna stop you? They're not strong enough. And if you ever felt like, oh, maybe if I'm not on the island, they try to do something to her, bring her with you. Travel with her. I'm with you. I'm with you, Lizard. Yo, rest in peace. He walks out crying. Oh, Harujin's running inside. He's crying. Everyone's crying. Harold is crying. Loki's in prison, holding back his tears. Man, Loki's a real one. I don't give a fuck what no one says. That's my nigga. Loki just there. Hat tipped down. Damn. 14 years ago, the Holy Land of Marijuas. Shanks is missing. Oh, yes, the Shanks thing. Indeed, he has completed his last mission. He would have been formally knighted. As you are our next choice, that opportunity now falls to you. What will you do? I'll naturally accept the honor of being one of the God's Knights. Doing that will secure Elbaph's membership status. This guy's getting played, bro. Congratulations, then. The Great One has agreed to trust in you. It's been a long process. You'll be remembered as a king who brought great change to Elbaph. Well, to be honest, when Elbaph joins the world government, I plan to relinquish the throne. A younger, more virtuous ruler than I should take over. Jupiter, I think that's Saint Jupiter. He didn't like that. I saw a tweet calling Harold the house nigga of One Piece, and I couldn't breathe. He's like Samuel L. Jackson in Django. I don't know why he's telling this information. You keep that to yourself. That is a matter for Mu to decide. Oh, he's actually meeting Emu. That makes sense if he's gonna deepen his contract. Okay. Wow. He couldn't say no that, and he could have just took both of what he wanted. So I'm taking both. That's my solution. Things. I feel you, Sleepy. Why is there someone on the empty throne? Come, Mu has been watching thee, Herald. Ah, this power. Oh, I'm guessing Oda didn't have time to fully finish all the art here. Some of it seems a little incomplete. It's kind of sketchy. Like some of it's not fully inked in properly. It happens sometimes, but yeah, it's I think it's incomplete art right now. It'll be fixed for the volume, but yeah, okay. Sometimes this happens. He probably just was overworking himself and couldn't finish it. So okay. So Hera was aware of the empty throne, yes, which is interesting. But maybe he learned that as a result of being a god knight or being a god steel. I'm not sure how he knew that or when he knew it. I don't know. It's surging within me. It's chilling. This is the power of immortality. It still sends shivers down the spine. He is now beyond any wild monster and has been forged into a mighty weapon. Consider thyself an immortal knight sworn to Mu. Immortal? I can't believe it. Carve an abyss pentagram in Elbaph. That will be the bond between us. Thy deepest wish shall finally be granted. Huzzah! As soon as this last mission is completed, Elbaph will be recognized as a member nation of the world government. Thank you, King Harold. West Castle. Huh? Could you repeat that, Great Emu? He said, Great Emu. Mobilize the entire nation and form a grand army of warriors. The giant warrior fleet will stand alongside the Marines and serve as... Wait, no, hold on. Everything I've done was to free Elbaph from violence. Here we go. Of course, if anyone still wishes to fight, I'll gladly encourage them to enlist in the Marines. But who is the king talking to in there? Oh, this is a crazy panel. Thou vowed to atone for Elbaph's history, even at the cost of becoming a slave. This panel is insane. Harold, bro. Rox fucking warned you. You didn't listen. You didn't listen to Rox, bro. This is what you get. This is kind of what you get. Your face just said this nigga here. You look like a disappointed father. I am. He's so stupid. You know what it is? He knows enough of the darkness of humanity, and like he's seen. Remember the one time he crashed out on the CP0 or CP6 or whatever Cypher Pole ship it was because they were taking advantage of a non-allied member nation, and he crashed out and he cut he cleaved the ship in half. Like, you know what they're capable of. You even saw how Shang spoke to you last chapter. You're just a commoner from the lower realm. Don't speak to me. You're just a giant. Like, I don't know, bro. This is what he gets though. Die, nigga. I meant to carry that burden alone. The burden of such history is too great for thee alone to bear. Now hold thy tongue. Thou cannot disobey Mu. Those who enter a deep-sea covenant may gain immortality and power, but it comes at the cost of total obedience. What? Thou will carry Mu's orders regardless of thine will. This isn't good. I'm losing control. Elbaph. They never meant for it to become a part of the fold. Curse that emu, he says. Guards! The plan was always to enslave the warriors of Elbaph. What is it, your majesty? Is someone chain me to this pillar? Hurry, summon Elder Jerul and my sons. But sire, I believe Herogen is still at sea, and Lord Loki, that is still in prison after what happened. I can't resist for long. What exactly is this concerning your majesty? None of that matters now. Release him. Jail, realm of the dead. You're free to go, Loki. Head to West Castle at once. The king requires your presence. This is when he pulls up with Jerul. Okay. Dog, last chapter, they were openly talking about slaves escaping. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Jerul's house. Something urgent? What's going on? And so we return to where this tale began. The day of the castle massacre when Elbaph's most beloved king, Harold Wow. What is wrong with me? Carol the Benevolent lost his life. Break next week, and that's the end of the chapter. So we're going to get into the actual incident where you see all the people stabbing him. And it's not... okay. Chapter's over. Let's talk. Good chapter. I liked it. How did he die is going to be very interesting to see because he's supposed to be immortal. Now I know they don't have from what my understanding they're not literally immortal, and I'm starting to understand. I think I'm starting to think that being Domi Reversied and entering a deep sea contract or deep sea contract, they're not the same thing. They have a lot of commonality and overlap, but they're not the same thing. Because the reason I say that is because when the first two giants that we saw Domi Reversied, which was Dorian Brogy, they said you would have to give up your lifespan and gain an immortal body, yada yada. They got stronger, they became more demonic, and they were completely enslaved to Emu immediately. So it seems that Emu can kind of just enslave you with Domi Reversi, give you power and immortality at the cost of your lifespan, and you still become obedient. And if you're at least at the deep sea contract level, I think there's 3 levels, you don't necessarily become like a raging monster with like demonic horns or whatever, but you're still obedient to the will of Emu. You can't control yourself. So there's commonality, there's overlap, but it's not exactly the same thing. That's pretty interesting. And I'm wondering if there's a way to get out the contract. If Harold cut off his arm, similar to how Shanks lost his arm to the Sea King, do you lose the pact? Or is it more like bonded to your soul, your being, your consciousness, your haki, your will, whatever the case may be? Those are questions we'll hopefully find out sooner rather than later. But how did you guys feel about the chapter? Talk to me. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? And do you think Loki was ultimately the person who had to kill his father because he has Conqueror's haki? Because I have a hard time believing if you're immortal and you have the healing factor of the Holy Knights, you should probably heal from that, right? Like, I don't think the fodder giants in his little guard would be able to kill him. I'm not sure. If he cuts off his arm, it's going to regen. It's too late for bro. Shanks got out at the right time, dodged a bullet. That's a good point because Shanks never went to the next level of the contract. So even though he got extra powers and he's, a God's steel, he's not a God's knight. He didn't give up his free will yet. That's a good point. Even Emu pointed it out, but Harold's arrogance is so high, thinking he can atone for the entirety of the Giants' history as a single person is super arrogant. It's true. But I don't know. It's hard for me to say because I don't know that enslaving the entire country and making an entire generation for the foreseeable future. I don't know. That's well said though. I hear what you're saying. I'm gonna think about that a little longer. The thing with Harold is that he hates himself and his own people so much that he completely ignores the things humans do. Humans literally fight each other all the time. It's almost like he thinks giants are the worst beings in the world, and they're not. Every race has good people and people who fall in the middle, or people who go from good to bad or bad to good. The Giants aren't special in that. Sure, they were big and they rampaged, but there were fishmen who rampaged. There were probably Buccaneers that rampaged. There was Davy Clan people that rampaged. There was humans that rampaged. Celestial dragons that rampaged. Like, it is not exclusive to giants. Even though naturally they're like maybe the most powerful, strongest race in the world. But yeah, I'm with you. See, I get that he's working for a demonic living silhouette. What I don't see the problem is what Emu is asking is no different from what he's doing now. Plus, the whole point is to get the Giants to join the world government, and so people can see them as friendly. And most people idealize the Marines, and the Giants being army for the Marines wouldn't help his goal. I hate Harold's ideology of peace equals complacency. That is kingdom to be avoided. of any form of military. No, I'm with you. His ideology and philosophy is extremely flawed. Again, like I said earlier, there's a middle ground he's not seeing. It's not to say that he's wrong for trying to go down this path of redemption and less violence, but you still need to have a strong military base to protect themselves, their family and friends, and obviously Elbaph as a nation. Harold needed to hear that "it's not a crime to exist" line. What if Shanks wanted to tell Harold to not get the deep sea contract? I think so. It's possibly what he was telling Gaman is possible. I think that makes sense. If you go up one more level, you won't have free will anymore. Harold probably wouldn't listen to Shanks even if he told him, unless Shanks knew for sure what would happen. I think Shanks knew. I think he figured it out. He's on his Metal Gear Solid infiltration mission, and I think he figured out a lot while being there, and also understood the true nature of his lineage and where he comes from a biological blood related standpoint, though he's still deciding to be a pirate and everything. It's interesting stuff here, but yeah, Harold and Odin, man. I don't know, bro. A lot of flawed leaders in these countries. But it still remains to be seen exactly how Harold goes out, and I want to see if Loki actually did get that special mythical powerful devil fruit, which I do believe was one of the devil fruits that Harold Rox wanted Harold to eat. Holy moly, gee whiz, I'm exhausted, bro. Harold also doesn't care about other races as much as people want to say. Straight up ignored open slavery. Yeah. Or his prioritization of the Giants over everybody is making him allow a lot of really effed up things to happen to other races and peoples around the world, solely so that the Giants could become a part of the world government. And I don't think he should turn a blind eye to that, because he hadn't before. But I guess the idea is that he would enslave himself to the world government and Marines and become what they needed to. And then maybe Loki or Harrigan would lead Elbaph into the next generation, even though he's enslaved. As Lizard said before, and Emu said, he was going to take that burden on to redeem the Giants or whatever the case may be, all on his own, in a tone by himself. But it's not enough. It's not enough. No. It's not enough. I will give Odin one thing. He knew that Kaido was never going to keep his promise in the end. He still torqued for 5 years, though. And then by the time he was ready to fight Kaido, Kaido had built up too much military might to be stopped. But he did cut him and scar him. Oda did get that chance. Harold's not even going to get a chance to swing at Emu. He's about to die right here, right now. Should have listened to Rocks, man. Should have listened to Rocks. But yeah, man, it remains to be seen what's going to happen. What's going to go on. Exciting stuff. I think in the next chapter or 2 more chapters, we're out of this flashback. I believe that the first chapter of 2026 will be back in present time. That's my prediction. Harold was showing the swastika like a proud. He said, check out my tattoo. Check out my ink, bro. Nah, son. That's not it. Yeah. Wild. How does everybody in here feel about Harold? Are we all in consensus that Harold is kind of a moron? We don't like Harold in here? Or do some of you you think he's more nuanced and you understand what he's trying to do, even though he's flawed in his thinking, and you respect it? Because I have seen some people online defending Harold. I'm not necessarily mad at it. I just can't get down with it on a very personal level. I said this on Tuesday. And I don't want to go here. I'm not about to get deep with it. But, I'm black, right? I know what black people have been through in terms of slavery. So anybody willing to be a slave and the idea of slavery or the idea of imprisoning somebody against their own will is just sickening to me, because of my own ancestry. So I can't get behind it no matter the reasoning. I think Harold had a lot of different options to redeem the eyes of Elbaph in the world without making yourself subservient to one of the most evil corporation, corrupted conglomerate of people, which is the world government. I don't think he had to align himself with them, but it is what it is. I also believe that Elbaph is strong enough as a nation, similar to how Wano was, that if the world government ever tried to subdue them by force with a buster call or sending Marines or Cypherpole agents, they'd be able to handle themselves. I also feel that some of those giants who were in the Marines wouldn't attack their own nation like that, and then you'd get those giants back on your side to defend against the Marines. That's my opinion, though. I could be wrong. Don't worry, Loki can make it. That one YouTuber would say elbow great again. Don't worry, Loki's got this. I do think Harujin is probably going to end up being the king because he's more benevolent and nicer and not as whatever as Loki. And he is the firstborn, so he technically has a claim to the throne, even though it is seen as an illegitimate marriage. I do think Loki is going to go to sea. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, Harujin wants to be king of the giants, right? So he wants to be king. Hera will forever be the king of the Coons to me. Jinbei, he did it right. I'm with you. Jinbei did have to. Jinbei was protect. Well, Jinbei, became a Shichibukai, but didn't become a slave to the world government. And while he was working under Big Mom, he did work. He did use her to protect his island from uncomers, the way Whitebeard's flag used to protect Fishman Island. But he never became Big Mom's right hand or lackey or twerking for her. He still did his own thing. So Jinbei showed you a bit of a path, even though Jinbei's not royalty. He kind of showed you a way to do it that doesn't completely negate and take away your free will. So we are on break. So next Thursday, we'll have the final episode of the year for the Baroque Works broadcast. We'll try to make it a grand send-off. Let me see if I can't get Brago or somebody to come. I'll hit up Brago maybe. I'll leave Jay alone. I already hollered at Jay. Maybe I'll holler at somebody else. Virgo hasn't really been around. I don't know if Virgo's been reading One Piece. Because I'd ask him to come. But I'll ask Brago and see if he's willing to join. End the year with a bit of a bang. Maybe I'll ask Recon and Laz too. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'll do. We'll do a big final discussion. Make it 4. We'll make it Brago length. 6 hours. 6-hour discussion. You know what I mean? Wano's greatest defense was the leftover aura that Ryuma gave them potential country. I actually don't think Wano is necessarily. I don't know. I don't want to disrespect them, but I feel like if you sent an admiral and some decent vice admirals, you could take over Wano. I don't think Elbaph would be as easy to take over personally. I'm not going to lie. Harold, his firstborn, they're not fit to be kings from what I've seen. Awesome bias because I hate those two. It's Loki all day, every day. I feel you. I understand the sentiment, but he's so extreme, it's insane. He's a moron and I can't with him. I'm out of that. The fundamental problem is thinking that a government, organization like the world government has any morals and would be moved by your attempts at non-violence is naive at best. It's to the point, I'd almost argue, it was so, Emo didn't even wait, Lizard. Chat. Emo didn't even wait. Go to Elbaph, make the pentagram. Pentagram made. Mobilize the giants and become a fucking army for me and fight outside the Marines. That nigga did, frame one get up. He said, make an army for me now. He didn't even wait. He didn't even pretend all right, we're going to sign the paper and make you. Emu said, twerk now. You said you'd be a slave. Be a slave, bitch. That nigga didn't even wait. He didn't even wait. He didn't give him a week, a day to think about it, an hour. As soon as that pentagram was made, he said mobilize, the Decepticon terrorize, bro. That's crazy to me. I would at least I'd give him a year, a month. I'd try to maybe I'd try to you should maybe send a few more giants to the Marines, or how do you feel about a giant becoming part of Cypherpole? He didn't even wait, fam. That's so fucking crazy. He ain't even tried to slowly work them into being a giant. That's what I'm saying. He didn't even try to manipulate them slowly. I'm gonna hit you with the I think maybe you should offer some of the stronger giants to Cypherpole or something. No, he said, now I want an army of giants. Do it. Suggest a conscription thing for giants. Oh my gosh. Harold in the mud right now. And I think the thing that's crazy to me is Harold is probably one like let me think. Whitebeard, Kaido, Big Mom, Shanks is around. I think around this time Gold Roger is dead. I don't know where Mihawk's doing, but I would basically argue that Harold is still a top 7 combatant in the world, especially now with like the contract that's supposed to make you stronger. Like he's not weak. He's not a weak giant. He's mad strong. Like I don't know, bro. You hate to see it. It's hard. It's hard to watch, man. You hate to see it. It's hard to look at. It is, but we're finally at the part of the actual flashback we've been waiting to get to. So let's see what happens. And I wonder if in his final moments he'll think about Zebek and what he said to him, and been like, "Man, I should have joined you." So yeah, you seen Mihawk fans saying he was gonna fight Harold? Why did they say that? I kind of respected a little bit. He kind of got straight to the point. They know what they want, I guess. There was no room for sugarcoating. And I guess ultimately with the deep sea contract, it's not like Harold could resist. He's like, whether you want to do it or not, you've given up your free will for me for immortality and power. Thanks, dummy. Let me see what they're saying here, Lizard. Damn, you even wait, bro. Is this yeah, Toad Gashi? The better Togashi? Please, Great Emu, the Giants want peace, not war. Great Emu, why you try not to laugh, sire? That's disrespectful as shit. No, I can't laugh. I can't laugh yet. I gotta hold it. That's the speed meme, right? The speed meme, right? I show meat. That guy. Damn it, Harold. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Would you guys rather see Harold? I'm Harold. Loki or Harrigan as king of Elbaph? Or do you think that someone else should be king? Or should it be no king? You start out Elbaph government, a parliament, House of Representatives. No, don't do that. I don't know. Let's just see. Harold and Rox really both got packed. I actually saw a video. I didn't watch it because I didn't want to watch it, but it was called Rox D Zebek, a legacy of failure. Hey, fuck you, nigga. I am going to make a God Valley flashback video. I'm just waiting for it to be done. And I'm going to glaze the fuck out of Rox. Fuck that. He the goat. He the goat. I'm Garp and my Garp cape is flowing in the wind. So if you are a Garp hater, I suggest don't watch the video from now. I'm about to do tricks on it. Okay? I'm about to defend him. And I'm gonna defend Whitebeard as much as I can up until him being like not wanting like just walking away from Rocks being dummy reverse. I can't defend that. But everything else, I'm gonna do it. My cape's in the wind. You can't stop me. I refuse to be stopped. So yeah. Anywho's. I'm actually now very much ready to go back to the present. I want to see Loki get active. I've been foaming to see Loki fight and do his thing. Loki? Okay, I'm with you. Ron just to be queen. I'm not mad at it. Yeah. I don't think Loki wants to. I think even if Loki is king, I still think he's going out to sea to become king of the world or follow whatever rocks inspired him to be. What is your opinion on the last chapter when King Harold was talking to Neptune about marrying his daughter to Loki and the Musa thing being Neptune's daughter? Do you think that's confirmed since he said that was the last chapter? I read some tweets from Dusk and Dawn, and I think I watched a video from Dusk and Dawn, and they're saying that their speech patterns aren't the same. That Musa speaks like a respected, like more elderly woman and has like a certain way of speaking that's not exactly in tandem with how Shida Hoshi speaks, even though she tends to speak with a lot of respect. A Loki and Shida Hoshi union would be effing crazy. Like an ancient giant that's powerful, if not more powerful than Herald, and an ancient weapon. Poseidon. Making a baby would be crazy, and the baby would be huge because they're both really big. Even though Shirahoshi is not as big as Loki, but the jury's still out. I'm not sure that I believe Shirahoshi is Mosa yet. I'm not sure. I don't think I think that yet. I think evidence shows that maybe she's the most likely candidate, and I wouldn't be shocked. But I'm gonna say for the time being, I need more information. But that is an interesting thing to ponder about. Loki X Shirahoshi would save the legacy of Sanji. I think Sanji will get with a baddie in the end. I ain't worried about Sanji. He got drip. She gonna run him. He gonna be cooking for her and shit. But yeah, I don't know. It wouldn't. Why wouldn't it? I don't know that. I don't know that. Is Sanji's legacy in danger? I don't know. I don't have the opinions on Sanji that the rest of the community have. I think Sanji's fine. I do agree with what I've been seeing that Toei's been kind of shitting on him though. Like Toei makes Sanji look a lot worse than he is, but I don't got any beef with Sanji. That's my man's. Loki would also be a 21-year-old shipped with a 16-year-old. Oh. I guess though in literal years, Loki's like what, closer to 100 though? I hear what you're saying now. I got you. Listen, I'm not to bring real world stuff into this, but I'm pretty sure like the age of consent in Japan is really low. Even though I do think people my understanding legally from that is that you would still need consent from the parents because they're a minor, but I don't have to do with that. I'm leaving it alone. That's not my wheelhouse. That's not my bag. Everyone do whatever they want to do. More like 63. I can't do math, Lizard. You know this. I can't add. I can't subtract. I can't divide. I can't do fractions. I can kind of multiply, but that's really about it. And only up to 12 times. 12, my timetable is all I know. And it's not even that I know it. I just memorized it. So, yeah. I can't count. Is Roger dead? By this point, he's dead, right? And how close is this to like the beginning of One Piece? Like, is Luffy born yet? About to be born? I honestly don't see who else could be. It could be some people say it's Morley. I don't. No. It's not Morley. No, I don't feel like they're relevant enough to be most. Be even taller, and she have legs when she turns 30. Also, kind of royal thing. Also makes sense as they can just wait until she's 30 or whatever. Dude age to get married. I guess that's fair. You could just wait. It doesn't have to be now, but yeah. A lot of interesting stuff happened in this chapter. My favorite panel is the panel of Emu. Like, using, like, hypnotism and being like, you don't got any free will. You cannot atone for them on your own. You said you would be a slave for me. I want to see left cheek, right cheek, up, down, move it in a circle. Twerk for me. I gotta talk to about Garp, man. I actually like Garp a lot too, but I don't think he's absolved at all. Morley was seen in the previous chapter. Was he actually? I don't think I took him in. Let me look. I think the only thing you can't absolve Garp from is the fact that ultimately he stayed in the Marines and he didn't stop a lot of atrocities still happened while he was there. But my beef was people saying that, look at them trying to make Ochoku Wang Shi look like he's a demon. Where's Marley? I don't see him. Okay, see some of the giants. Whoops. Fisher Tiger. Shanks. Boa Hancock. Am I blind? I don't see him. Where is Marley? I don't see him. Am I fucking blind? Oh, 1166. I don't think I took him in here either. Okay, hold on. Let me see. You're making me relive the death of rocks. I hate you. I hate you for that. I'm not trying to see that, bro. My heart is broken. I'm not the same person that I was before this. Still don't see Morley. Still don't see Morley. Still don't see him. Still don't see him. Still don't see him. Is that him unconscious? It's the page where Garp and Dragon meet. I thought maybe that was him unconscious. Garp and you mean Garp and Dragon? Do you mean Garp and Sengoku? The top panel with Harold, you can see Morley in the bottom left. I think I'm looking at him. Or am I blind? I don't know, dog. Just send me the panel. just send me the panel, bro. But yeah, no, Marley's not fit to be king. Not Marley. Shout out to Marley though. Impel down. 5.5. To me, it looks like this is him unconscious right here. With the hat on, with the beanie on. Is that him? Am I right? So Harold beat up fucking Marley. Just reform him and say, nah, I'm going to be a revolutionary. Is that him? Okay. Okay, interesting. Okama Giants. That's what's up. Let me ask you guys a question. Tell me what you expect of Loki. Like, you don't have to be like tell me what you would want to see from Loki and what you probably expect to see, and then tell me what you expect from Harujin. And what you expect from Harujin. Harujin is hard for me cuz I kind of don't rate him. I don't respect him. I don't think he's that strong. He got knocked up by Gear 2 Luffy in the Coliseum. And he had a hard ass fight with one of Doflamingos, whatever. And I'm like, damn niggas are not like that. If you struggle against Dofi's people, I know he's probably way stronger now just because, but it's just Harujin. I don't know. Big Mook! Appreciate you. Rip Ida, I know. Rip my top 2 giants, bro. Loki then Ida. I was sad. I won't lie to you. I held back my tears, yo. I almost cried. So I have another ship for Loki besides the Mermaid Princess, and curious to hear your opinion on it. Loki x Gunko. Explain that to me though. Why Gunko? What's your reasoning? When Harujin clashes evenly with Domi reverse Loki. Loki the devil fruit that isn't identified, right? It's hard to say other than him swinging the hammer around with cock.
Yay!
I want to see that badly. I still think it's the world serpent. Here's how I see it. What's the name of the fruit that San Juan Wolf has? Give me a second. Let me just check out San Juan Wolf. What's the name of the San Juan Wolf? The colossal battleship. He ate the Deka no Mi. Huge fruit. Right? Allowing the user to drastically enlarge their body. But he is a giant naturally, right? Yes, he's a regular giant, but he can get bigger because of his power. What I'm wondering, because I think it's the world snake that Loki has from Norse mythology that can wrap itself, you know what I'm saying? And I'm wondering the reason, because the reason I think the fruits that Rox wanted was the fruit that Loki has now, and either the Gomu Gomu no Mi or Martel Nika and or the Yami Yami no Mi. Those are the ones that I think he wanted. I think the reason he said Harold needs to eat it is because Harold's an ancient giant, and I think it's one of those things. Let's say I ate it, I'll become a big snake, but it's going to be maximized the bigger you are naturally. And since Harold is one of the biggest beings we've seen in the story, him eating it will make him a super ginormous world serpent. You get what I'm saying? And that's why he said like Harold has to be the one to eat it. And if we have it, we can topple the Holy Land. So I think Loki eating it was like the next best thing. Now I'm not sure. Could be wrong. It looks to me like there's some facsimile of a world serpent in the Harley text with that mural that Frankie was looking at. So I think that's what Loki has. But I think he has some crazy mythical Zoan that's tied to Norse mythology. It would be interesting if he's got some like I don't know, Beady Beady No Me model Thor. I think Beady Beady is the I think what that's what sorry, give me a second. What is the duck's name in Strong World? It's Beady Beady, right? Beady Beady. Cause he could like electrocute people. And I think Beady Beady is like the sound effect for like electricity or something like that. Give me a second. I gotta look up Strong World. By the way, I think it was confirmed that Rox did not have a devil fruit. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Big Shiki. Big Shiki. Billy. Blah 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 blah. Anyways, yeah. Cause if I remember correctly, Toma also calls Thing Beady Beady in a certain magical index. So like I wonder if it could be some variation of like Beady Beady No Me model Thor or something, or like pick a god from Norse mythology. Odin, I don't know. So yeah. But it would be interesting if to keep in line with what no, but we already have enough like um shape shifting devil fruits though, because we know in Loki's the trickster of North mythology. He can use all these type of magics and dark magics and transform into anybody. I don't think Loki got that, and I don't think that really meshed with his combat style. So I expect him to have something else. But we'll see what Oda does. But yeah. The island fruit guy? No. Well, next chapter break next week. Next week I'm gonna do a Baroque Works broadcast. I'm gonna try to get Brago to come through. Next week, you think we'll finally going to see how to damage kill an immortal? Yes. And I think it had to be Loki because I think it's Conqueror's hockey related. Harold not meeting Loki with Ida after a death is another thing he says. Loki has a devil fruit that's I don't it's Oda, I don't expect a ton. Fair enough. Rox couldn't have wanted the Nika fruit since he didn't know about Nika's existence until Loki brought it up. But he knew about Joy Boy. Maybe for him it was more about the Joy Boy aspect, not the worry of liberation Nika. But that's fair. So maybe it was a Yami Yami no Mi, whatever this fruit is. Shout out Misaka. Yeah, oh wow. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Because Billy from Strong World and how Toma calls Misaka Beady Beady because she's the electric princess in a certain magical index. We had the exact same thought. Nothing really concrete will not go better word, but she looks like someone that can handle this man. She did beat his ass, but he was tied up. And besides just the fact that it's like her, we know she's someone brainwashed, so she might be one of those people, you kicked my ass, I like strong men, I mean wife now. Or when Loki makes his own crew, she'd be the first mate and second in command. There's no glorious reason, I just like the bitch. Okay. I think we would need to know more about Gunko, how Gunko connects to Brooke, and what Gunko's real thoughts are about whatever role she plays in the world government. She's gonna be a gilf. Once her contract is cut, she's gonna age and shrivel away. That'd be kind of funny. I don't see it though. I don't see it. I don't know that Loki is gonna get a wife, but yeah, I need to know more about Gunko and what the fuck is going on with Brooke. Brooke, you better not have been a holy knight, bitch. So yeah. But great chapter. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. My favorite panel is definitely. This is a crazy. I think the panel is so crazy. Wait, I forgot I was researching shit. Give me a second. I gotta go back to the main page. I like this cover spread, by the way. Wait, never mind. That's from weeks ago. I'm an idiot. Never mind. It's this one. Oh my god, this one is crazy, bro. Harold, you dumbass. I like this panel a lot. Thou vowed to atone for Elbaph's history even at the cost of becoming a slave. The Zoan fruit is a fair point. We haven't seen a full giant use a Zoan, right? I don't believe so. But I'm one of those people that believe certain fruits are meant for certain individuals. And let me try to give the best examples, right? Because I still believe, like, I think I made this point in one of the Baroque's works broadcasts, but I'm like, I remember now. I was talking about the fact that Captain John had the same idea as Kid to attract metal to make a big metal arm. I don't think making metal constructs is out the realm of one of the first things you'd think to do when you gain the Jiki Jiki no Mi. But it's bothering me that a lot of the users are using the exact same techniques in the exact same way. Like how Gonzui flicked boogers the same way Mr. Five did. And I'm like, if I see Joy Boy doing the exact same shit as Luffy, it's gonna bother me because it's like your creativity doesn't seem to actually have a real meaning and how it is you would use the fruit. Like I argued that Crocodile really maximized the Suna Suna no Mi because I think if, let's say, any of us in chat got the Sand fruit, I think we'd come up with like sand blades, sandstorms, big sand fist, big sand kick, obviously using the traditional Logia style to dodge. Would you think about being able to counter your own weakness using your own hand to absorb moisture and feel currents under the sand to know where there's an underground ravine? I don't think most of us are getting to that point. I say that to say this. Some devil fruits were made for certain people. I believe, as of right now, things can change. The Gomu Gomu no Mi, I'm just going to call it the Gum Gum fruit, was made for Luffy. Freedom, stretching, the goofiness, the funniness of it made him happier, yada yada. If I had the Ope Ope no Mi, it would be next to useless. I'm not a doctor, nor am I the level of doctor that someone like Law is. Law getting the Ope Ope no Mi was perfect for him. He has deep medical knowledge and thus he can maximize the use of that fruit. Give that fruit to like Sanji, it's not going to work the same. I'm not saying he'd be useless, but he won't be able to come up with some of the stuff Law can because Law has the medical practice. So the reason why I was bringing up the whole Loki and Harold needing to eat the world serpent thing is because at their big size, turning into the full snake or a hybrid form would maximize the giantness of the world serpent because it is so big. If a Tontara ate that, it wouldn't work the same. You'd be bigger. You still might be a giant snake, but you wouldn't be as giant as Loki was or like Oars or like Harold. So I do think it's best if one of them have the fruit is essentially what I'm saying. That was way too long-winded for such a simple point, but you get what I mean. The Zoan fruit. Wait, this chapter basically set up a way for Gunko to not have any blame since Imu said he can make you do things that your consent. It's true. If Oda's planning to redeem Gunko through Broke and everything like that, this is the out. Yeah, that's too much of a good character design to be wasted like that. I hope she keeps her immortality somehow without it being tied to Imu. My idea is to have Brook sever the connection. I would like to keep the young-looking, unkillable Gunko Gilf. You know what? Because Brooke's ability has... Remember how I brought up earlier, I don't know exactly what the C contract binds to? Does it bind to your skin? Does it bind to your soul, your consciousness? If it has anything to do with your soul, the Soul King, the manipulator of souls, Brooke might be able to sever that the same way he can actually hurt and kill home. I don't know if he could kill, but he can actually hurt homies because he's so powered. That's not a bad. That's not a crazy idea. Sleepy immoral. That's not. That's not crazy to me. I like that. I like that. What would you guys rate the chapter out of 10? What was your favorite panel this week, and your favorite piece of dialogue? And then I'm gonna wrap up. I'm gonna post this on YouTube, and I gotta yeah, the soul, and then I gotta get some other work done for the other channel. Just so you guys know, when I do make the God's Valley incident video, it's actually not going to be on Nia Hemmings. For anyone who's unaware, I do have a second channel that I've been working really hard on that I want to get to blow up. It's been blowing up and growing a lot recently, but it's going to be on my Young Paperwork channel. It's going to be here. It's not going to be on the main channel. So, when I talk about the God Valley flashback and the death of Harold and everything that happened, it's going to be on this channel. I've been cooking with the channel. I'm so proud of it. I know I like this channel because I don't mind watching my own videos every once in a while. And I'm like, damn, yo, I've really been cooking here. This is like the type of content I've been wanting to make for a year. Also, there's One Piece stuff here. I have a crocodile video and why is One Piece still so popular, which is one of the best videos I've done on the channel. So there's a lot to like here. I got video games, I got comics, I got everything. All my interests are here. So please go show that channel some love. If you're not already subscribed, let me actually just post it in chat. But yeah. How long has it been for you since One Piece had this many deaths, Harold, Ida, that truly moved you in a single year? What's the last One Piece death that really like made me feel sad? That's a good question. Like I immediately go to Roshinante, Corazon. But that's a great question. I don't know. Who else died? I could say Garcia's death moved me because I hate him. So seeing him get packed up and shriveled up on Elbaph was cathartic. It was therapeutic. It wasn't like moved to a tear, but no. Wait, what? How long has it been? Wait, Rox and Ida that truly moved you single year? Wait, dog, that's Rox, not Harold. What do you mean? What did I just do? I misspoke? What did I just say? I don't know what I was saying. I'm just yapping. You know, sometimes I don't be paying attention to that. Fuck some names up. Roshinante, I hurt me. That one was impactful. I don't think the Kuma flashback moved me as I kind of I kind of laughed when the Celestial Dragon shot his dad in the head. I won't lie to you. I kind of laughed, which is fucked up. Um, I said Harold and Ida. My bad. Rox and Ida. Yeah, their deaths both hurt me a lot. I was really sad. Before that, it might be Roshinante Corazon. It really might be them. I can't. No, I don't care about Odin's death. That didn't move me. I didn't care. I did not give a fuck. Did you guys? Do y'all not remember me being a big ass Odin hater? I'm calm on Odin now. I'm neutral, but I used to hate him. I don't care about Odin. Kaido's death. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Nah, yeah, it's probably Corazon from Dressrosa, bro. I don't even remember who else died in between that time right now. I guess I kind of liked Ashura Doji. That's what I'm forgetting. I liked Ashura Doji, but like I felt like he went out stupid. And I'm just like, bro, with all the shit you niggas survive, a little dynamite killed you. All right, dog. I didn't care about Pedro. Yeah, it's Corazon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, thank you guys for rocking with me this week. Unless you have any final comments, questions, concerns, anything else to say, even Corazon, a single death. I like, I liked him. I liked him. He was cool. Hold on, kid. I'm kidding. He's not dead. Or is he? Double the pain this year. Yeah, he. Damn it, Oda. He killed off so many queens. He killed off another queen, bro. He's gotta be stopped. All right, y'all. Y'all be safe. I'm gonna head out. If you don't mind, just drop this a like on YouTube later when I drop it, and stay tuned for the God Valley incident video, and stay tuned for the Baroque Works broadcast next Thursday. It probably start around 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, PM. I'm giving a nice 6. Also, Heartless for not caring about Ida's death. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate her. It's just the same with Kuma flashback and Egghead. The fat flashbacks don't move me in One Piece. That's fair. I'm mad at it. All right, I'm out of here. Y'all be safe. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Tomorrow, I will be playing Neva on stream. If you want to come hang out and watch me press some buttons, I'll probably be live for 4 to 6 hours. You're